Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa Cotten and I'm a money mindset coach for female entrepreneurs. I help them elevate their inner wealth so they can go after their goals and their dreams and their passions. And in today's video, I'm following up from my announcement that I did last week. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely check out the video first so you understand what I'm sharing today. But basically, I'm going over all the questions that you guys asked about my move to Florida. Look at this beautiful Minnie Mouse luggage. It's just so perfect for my travels to Florida. So I am moving to Florida so soon, and I asked on my Instagram a bunch of questions about my move. I literally just announced it a week ago that I was moving, and here we are. I am moving, and so I've got my Instagram questions ready to go. So let's dive in. And if you haven't already, or if you're new to my channel, definitely check out my free masterclass. It's called Discover Your Money Blocks. Identify which of the 4 common money blocks might be blocking you or even preventing you from having the financial success that you desire, so that way you can keep going after your goals and your dreams. So let's dive right in. Why are we moving? As I shared in my last video, it's been on my vision board, and I'll insert a photo here. It says, welcome to Orlando. It has been on my vision board to be snowbirds, and snowbirds is this really fun term in Alaska where basically you go down south for the winter. And Florida has always been this like really fun location that I want to move to. My grandma was born and raised there, and she recently just passed on the 4th of May, and it just kind of feels really symbolic that my grandma is helping guide me and open doors for me to move to Florida. So we are moving to a little town called Celebration, Florida, which is about 10 minutes from Disney World, which is really exciting. Not 1990, but in the 90s, Disney created this town called Celebration. In 2004, they sold it. So it's no longer owned by Disney, but it's a very cute, quaint town, very clean, community-based. And that's something we really wanted, was a community base that we could have things to do. Like they've got food trucks and they've got a farmer's market, and there is a bunch of trails. There's 23 miles of trails. So we're gonna be walking. I've got a dog, so we're gonna be walking a lot, activities. And of course, as you know, Disney. Okay, so I answered that first question. Okay, the next question is, how are we getting there? We were going to drive. We had this really fun plan of driving from Alaska to Florida, and I'm an entrepreneur, so I don't really get paid time off or PTO, and we kind of crunched the numbers of driving there. We would have had to pay for gas, hotels, food, and it ended up being cheaper for us to ship the car. So we have shipped the car to Florida, and it's really fun. I put an air tag in it, so I was able to watch it leave Alaska and kind of get to Washington, which was the first port, and then it's gonna be shipped to Florida. So we are going to be flying one-way ticket, and I'm flying with my dog and my husband, and we are headed to Florida. So the next thing is, what's the first thing you're planning on doing once you're there? I am so excited to decorate an apartment. I have never lived in an apartment. This is my house. You guys have seen so many videos here. I have lived here since 2015, and prior to that, I lived with my parents, and prior to that, I was a student for 7 years, so undergrad and grad school. So it's my first time doing apartment living. I am so excited. I know that sounds like weird to go from a house to an apartment, but it has a gym, it has a pool, it has social events, it also has like a co-working space. So I'm an entrepreneur, I can work there. I am so excited to just go and furnish it and style it, and just kind of, our vibe is gonna be like coastal beachy theme. So I'm really excited to have it be like really light and airy and just all of those fun things. Okay, second question is, what brought you to Florida? My family has always gone on vacation to Florida. As I said, my grandma was born and raised there, so we have a couple of family. They're no longer alive. They've all since left Florida, but we would always go there for family reunions. We'd always go there for vacation, cruises, and Florida's always just kind of been like the place that we go. I know it's so far. It takes like 10 hours in the air, not including time difference or layovers to get to Florida, so it's a very long journey. But every time I've gone to Florida, I just feel so alive, and I feel so inspired, I feel so motivated, and I feel so creative. And my husband loves sports, and they have so many live sport options. They've got basketball, they've got baseball, they've got football, they've got soccer, they've got hockey. And in Alaska, in the last couple of years, the only live sports that we had was hockey, and they actually got rid of the hockey team. So the only thing they have now is high school sports and some college sports, and it just feels really limited here. Also, we're huge into music music. We want to go to concerts, festivals, and Florida has so many of them. I love live theater, Broadway, and Orlando gets a lot of really good Broadway shows, so I'm really excited to go to Florida. I'm also really excited to experience having sun. Every time I get my vitamin D levels checked, I'm always so deficient, even though I take a vitamin D supplement. So I'm really excited to see how my energy is going to change as I'm gonna get real vitamin D from the source. I also hear about so many healing benefits of being in the ocean, so I am looking forward to that. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so next question. What are you gonna do with your house in Alaska? Great question. We are not selling our house. My sister is actually gonna move in. It's perfect timing for her. She's a college student, and so it's gonna give her that transition because our house is totally furnished. So she's gonna move in and she's going to take over the house as if it's her own, and it's gonna be perfect. So if we come back to Alaska to visit, we're gonna still have our room, our bedding and everything. We've got some winter clothes here, so when we come to visit, we're gonna be able to have some clothes. As of right now, we're going for 9 months, and you know, if we love it, we'll stay longer, and if we hate it, maybe we'll go try another city. The beauty of being an entrepreneur is I get to work anywhere. I get to explore and be anywhere. Okay, next question. Okay, how will the call times change? So I run a membership. If you haven't learned about my membership, definitely take a look at it. It is called the Wealthy Mind Membership, and we do group calls every single week. So it's on different days and different times. And so someone asked, will the call times change? And all of the call times will be the same. So right now we've got 1 hour groups every single week. We start off the month by doing our goal setting, then we do co-working, and then we do a masterclass on inner wealth and releasing limiting beliefs. And then we, of course, EFT tapping to really help you elevate your wealthy mind. So you can take a look at the show notes below on how to get more information on my membership. But the call times will stay the same for any of my programs. And if you are a client of mine, our client calls are going to stay the same as well. So no need to worry or have any fear about that. Okay, next question. These are so good and I am loving them. Okay, so the next question is, how often are we going to go to Disney? I would love to go every single day. My husband might say that's way too much, but he has shared with me that he feels okay if I go alone. What I think I'm actually gonna end up doing, which is gonna be really fun, because of the time difference of Alaska, and I still have my clients in Alaska, it's a 4-hour time difference. I'm probably gonna go to the park in the morning and maybe ride 1 or 2 rides, but I love the idea of working on emails, working on content, working on blogs, editing videos in the park, because I've heard a lot of people share that they have worked in the park. I have a really good friend who brings her laptop and she will go and find a really nice space, and I am obsessed with area music. I have it on my TV every single day, and I'm just thinking, how inspired could I get if I had area music while I'm actually working, and not like area music from a YouTube, but real area music. So I would probably say we'd probably go 1 or 2 times a week. And obviously I don't really know my schedule, how it's all gonna be with like the time difference in the mornings and whatnot, but I would definitely say 1 or twice a week. We're gonna get annual passes, so we're gonna be going a lot. And we're not really sure if we're gonna get annual passes for Universal or not. We're really gonna see like how often we go to Disney, how often we go to the beach, how often we wanna do in the theme parks, and we're gonna kind of play it by ear. Okay, so the next one is, how did it feel going after your goal and dream? Something that I had to work on was releasing the fear. I had to release the fear of what would people say for me moving, what would people say for me trying this new adventure, what would my family say, would they support me, would they not support me? And what I really had to do was release the fear. And how I release the fear is through EFT tapping. As you know, I'm obsessed with EFT tapping. EFT tapping has transformed and changed my life. I wouldn't be moving to Florida without EFT tapping. It has allowed me to release so much uncertainty, so much fear, so much judgment, and just like constriction in my body. If you haven't tried EFT tapping, I've got a couple of tapping shorts and tapping videos. I've got an EFT anxiety tapping, I've got a goal setting tapping, and I probably have like 10 or 20 just 1-minute tapping videos. So those are perfect if you want to kind of learn more about tapping. Also, in my free masterclass, I do a little tapping session, so that could definitely be helpful for you as you are learning more about EFT tapping. So let's see if there's any other questions. So those are all. Oh, one last question. What am I most excited for? I am really excited for a new adventure. It kind of feels like I'm starting over. Not like starting over in a bad way, but like starting over like a new adventure. We're gonna be getting a brand new apartment, which is so exciting. I think I'm actually gonna make a podcast episode on how we got the apartment because everything was so crazy and then it all came together and we actually are going to be the first tenants in this apartment. And what are the odds that my very first apartment, I'm gonna be the first tenant? So it's like such an amazing, amazing opportunity. I'm just really excited to have a new experience for my husband and I. We are just really excited to explore a new city that neither of us have lived in and make new memories, try new food, new activities, and I just can't wait to take you along. So again, if you have been to Florida, you live in Florida, let me know your favorite place to do, what your favorite place to see is, all of that. I'm so excited, I'm tongue-tied. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. I release videos out every single week. And this is your sign to go after your happily ever after and go after your goals and go after your dreams because it's safe for you to shine and it's safe for you to go after your big goals and your vision. Having a magical day. Bye.